Alright, boys. I'm gonna say it. Give me a moment. Vipassana sky, bisonen bujin kantenso tenso, old man fortunate longevity daikoku sky. I did it! There are lots of comparisons that can be made between Kengan and Shuumatsu. They're both fighting manga, they both have tournament arcs, and they both have major trader plots. Yet still, Shuumatsu is a far different beast to tackle, because it places more emphasis on teams rather than hyper-technical combat. Round 1 expressed how good it feels to operate at your maximum capacity while emphasizing the dominant power of the gods. Round 2, humanity has redeemable qualities and the progenitor of mankind is a total badass. Round 3, determination beats talent any day of the week. Round 4, good versus evil. Round 5 expressed how good it feels to operate at your maximum capacity while emphasizing the redeemable qualities of the gods. And then we have round 6, the topic of this video. Zero Fuku, the amalgamation of the Japanese 7 lucky gods, versus Buddha, the deity who achieved nirvana and is the turncoat who now supports humanity on their quest to free themselves from the will of the gods. The 7 lucky gods are a group of Japanese deities that are very complicated yet intriguing. Of the 7, only one of them has their origins in Japan. The rest originated in Hinduism or Buddhism before being introduced to Shinto beliefs. Ebisu is the only member of the lucky gods based in Japan. Ebisu is the god of fishing and commerce, and his main virtue is honesty. This is best reflected in the series by his hawkish attitude and hot-headed demeanor characteristic of a Japanese delinquent. This trope has been used quite a bit in many animes and mangas to emphasize a rough character with a good and honest heart. Bisamonten was a member of the Indian Buddhist pantheon. He is the god of warriors and represents the defense against evil. His main virtue is dignity. This is reflected in the series by his armor and his serious demeanor. Daikokutan is originally a Hindu warrior deity named Mahakala, but after being transferred to Japan, he became the god of wealth and prosperity. His main virtue is fortune. If you hadn't noticed, Daikokutan is a large robot thing that is controlled by a lolly. Benzaiten is another deity from the Hindu pantheon. She was the goddess of water, but after transferring to Japan, she became the goddess of arts and knowledge. Her main virtue is joy, and she is the only member that is a female. Fukurokuju is a deity based around Chinese Buddhist traditions. Fukurokuju is the god of wealth, and his main virtue is longevity. In the story and myth, he is represented by a scholar's garb and a walking stick. Fun fact, he can revive the dead. Hotei is a deity based on Chinese beliefs. He is supposedly a representation of the Buddhist monk Budashi. His main virtue is happiness. In myth, he is characterized with a bulging belly and a smiling face. He is also known as the Laughing Buddha. In the story, he looks like this. The last lucky god is Jirojin. Based on Chinese Buddhist traditions, Jirojin represents longevity and his main virtue is wisdom. Although he is often mistaken for Fukurokuju, his primary signifier is a black deer. This is best reflected in the series by Jirojin's design, in which he wears the skull of a deer, making him look like a Wendigo. These are the 7 lucky gods. However, in Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, there are in fact 8 of them. This final deity is revealed after the 7 combine themselves together. This god is Zero Fuku, and it represents misfortune and sin. It is said in the story that when this god emerges, a great calamity will come, the heavens will fall, and fortune will cease to exist. With a description like this, I'm expecting something legendary. This idea that luck is no longer on the side of humanity is a scary idea. But would it truly affect the turncoat who comes up with his own mandates? Let's talk about Siddhartha Gautama, aka the Buddha. Siddhartha was a wealthy prince who really wondered why people suffered and why they were unhappy. In this quest, he gave up his life as a prince and endured poverty instead. After neither conditions of life fulfilled him, Siddhartha came to the conclusion that people should live between two extremes. He began to seek a life without indulgences, but also without deprivation. Siddhartha's journey and ultimate teachings are what made the foundation for Buddhism, and this process of trial and error is what makes him human. Although this story will be changed, because Shuumatsu no Valkyrie likes to take artistic liberties, it will be designed to reinforce Buddha's desire for independence. In the story, he is emphasized as a god who doesn't listen to authority and simply does as he pleases. My possible ideas for Buddha's character is that he found the life of a prince constricting and decided to run away from home to pursue his own destiny. In conclusion, the theme of this fight is luck versus drive. Will the absence of luck destroy humanity, or will the motivation of humanity to seek happiness enable it to succeed? This is the question that will be answered at the end of this fight. All in all, this organization doesn't inherently benefit either side. If Zerofuku gives 0 fucks and defeats the Buddha, the message of the 6th round would be a lot darker. But if Buddha crushes Zerofuku, the message would be a lot more positive. Either way, I'm excited and I hope you are too. Hi, it's the cyborg whale named after Italian cheese and a dessert item. Thank you for watching. In between the large Kengan analysis videos, I'll also be sprinkling in smaller videos like this one. If this is what you enjoy, you should subscribe to my channel. But till next time, have a good day.